Hello everyone, my name is Bhadraiasacademy and welcome to Bhadra IAS Academy. First of all, I want to wish you best of luck for your upcoming preliminary examination. Today, I am going to discuss few questions from our UPSC CSAT 2020 question paper. So, in today's first video, we are going to discuss the mathematics or quantitative ability part of the CSAT paper, and the reasoning part will be discussed in the later videos. So this is the sectional division of CSAT paper 2020. If we see the per paper, we can see that the quantitative ability or the mathematics part portion is the 43%, which is more than 50% of the paper. And in this paper, I include data sufficiency and data interpretation also. But the reasoning part is relatively very small, that is 14, and the English or reading comprehension part is also reduced to 23. If we see the latest trend, so we are seeing that the reasoning part is reducing and the mathematics part is increasing. So we can expect that this trend may be followed in the state level civil service examination also. So this is the first question from our CSAT 2020 UPSC paper, and we have to find out the number of zeros ending at the end of this whole number. It looks like a very huge number, but we do not need to multiply the whole numbers, right? We just have to use our smartness. See, we have to find out number of zeros. It means it is nothing but we have to find out how many tens are there in this whole multiplication term. See, from here we can derive 110. Okay, from here we can derive another 10 because it is 10 into 2. Here also we can derive 3 into 10. Similarly, from here 4 into 10. Here 5 into 10, and from here 6 into 10. So we have already 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6, 10 we have already got. Well, we should now try to find out how many more tens we can get. See, from here we get a 2. Let's combine these 2 with 5. Then we will get 1 more 10 because 2 and this 5 is equal to 10. Again, see, here 4 means what? 2 into 2. Just combine these 2 with, suppose, any of the 5 from here, because it is 35 means 5 into 7. So from here take any of the 5 and make 2 into 5. Then 1 more 10 will be available. Take these 2 and combine with the 5 which can be found from 45, because 45 equal to 5 into 9. So we will get one more 10. Then again take this 6 is equal to 2 into 3. Combine these 2 with the 5 getting from this 55. Then we will get one more 10. Now we can see that we will get 6 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1, that is total of 10. So 10 tens can be found from this whole expression. We are doing what? We are just trying to find how many tens are there in this expression, and if after finding the number of tens we try to combine 2 with 5 such that we can get tens, right? And the total number of 10 in this way we can find is 10. So 10, that is in the A, is the right answer. First, I requested you to pause the video and try to solve the question by yourself. After that, I will solve it. Okay. In this question, it is saying that XYZ is a 3-digit number. First of all, we have to remember that XYZ is not mean X into Y into Z. XYZ means it is only a 3-digit number. Okay. And it is saying that X plus Y plus Z is not a multiple of 3. Okay, then it is said that xyz, yzx, zxy is not a multiple, is not divisible by which of the following. Okay, now let's do this question. First, I have to show you one simple thing. Suppose there is a number 321. This 321 can be expressed as 300 plus 20 plus 1, or 3 into 100 plus 2 into 10 plus 1, right? In the same way, we can express this xyz, yz, x and zxy, right? Suppose xyz, it means it's one's place is z, tens place is y, and x is in the hundredth place. Then it becomes 100x plus 10y and z. In case of y, z, x, it will become 100y. The same thing we are using here, plus 10z plus x, z, x, y is equal to 100z plus 10x plus y. Now, if we add, then we will get xyz plus yz x plus z x y, which is equal to, see, 100x plus 10x plus x, it will become 111x plus similarly 111y plus 111z. The total will be 111x plus y plus z. Now look at this term. This term is obviously divisible by this x plus y plus z. So D can never be the option. The second option, let's see the second option. See, 111 is nothing but 3 into 37. It means that this whole term is divisible by 3. So it cannot be the answer. Now 37, this term also divisible by 37. So it cannot be the answer. So the only option possible is option 9. In this question, it is said that by using 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, this 4 digit, without repetition, we have to find out how many prime numbers can be formed with these numbers. Now the thing is that we suppose use 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, these numbers. If we, it doesn't matter in what order we use these numbers. Suppose, but we can see that 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5. What is the value? This value is equal to 15. Right? Now we know that 15 is divisible by 3. So we can say that the number which is consists of 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 is divisible by 3, because the sum of the digit of this number will be divisible by 3. Okay, which is nothing but the rule of divisibility of 3. So we can see that this number which consists of 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 will be divisible by 3. So it can never be a prime number. It doesn't matter where this number will be located according to their order. So we can say that no prime number can be formed by using these digits. So the answer is A, 0 prime numbers. In this paper, we can see that around 12 to 13 questions are directly from the lesson number system. So we have to give much more importance in this lesson. Now see, it is also equation from number system. It is a number is given, and in place of this, suppose this is a variable x, and we have to find out the variable which is in this position. Now let's see. Let us consider this is as x. Okay. Now it becomes 1 and x plus 5 and x plus x and x and 1 equal to 100 x and x. Now first, 5 and x is not multiplication. They are just x is the 1 digit and 5 is the 5 digit. Okay, let me clear first of all. This x is the 10th digit and this is the 1st digit. In the same way, okay, they are not in multiplication. Okay, they are just in their place values. Okay, now we have to solve this. Now in the same way just I have shown in the earlier question, this x will be x same. We can express this 1 and x as 10 plus x. This 5x is equal to, it means 5 is in the tens place, x is the ones place, so this will be 550 plus x. In the same way this will be 10x plus x, this is 10x plus 1, and it is equal to 100 plus 10x plus x. Now we have to just try to solve the value of x. By solving it, we can get x equal to 3. So here the answer is 3, option B. So it is one of the most easiest question according to me. It is a question of statement and conclusion, but in reality it is directly a simple question from number system. See, two statements are given. One is number is divisible by 2. So any number which is divisible by 3. All the numbers are divisible by 3. Okay. So we are saying that all the numbers are divisible by 2 and all the numbers are divisible by 4. Now, the conclusion one is given that all the numbers are divisible by 6. Yes, because the numbers which are divisible by 2 and 3 are also divisible by 6. So we can say that the conclusion one is correct. It is a basic line from, we can say, from number system. But all the numbers which are divisible by 4 may not be divisible by 2 and 3. Let me give you one example. Let's take 18 as an example. Okay, it is divisible by both 2 and 3, right? But it is not divisible by 4. So this statement cannot be correct. So only conclusion 1 is true. So option A is correct. So it is one of the most easiest question, and we should never skip this kind of question. We must do this kind of question. Okay, let's see. How many odd numbers are there followed by odd numbers? It means suppose 3 is a odd number. It is asking that how many odd numbers are followed by odd number. It means suppose 3 is followed by 1. We can consider it as odd number is followed by odd number. So here, what is the first number? 5. 5 is followed by 1. We can say that 5 is a number which is followed by odd number. The second thing, 1 is not the odd number which is followed by odd number. So next is 7, then 3, then 5, 3, then another one is this one. So total there are 6 numbers, which is where the number is odd and it is also followed by odd number. We just have to see it properly and then we can answer it very easily. So it is also one of the easiest question. We have to find out the number of integers which have 4 as any digit and not divisible by 4. First we have to think 4 by placing it in its ones position. Okay, so ones, in case of ones position. Okay, see, the first number is 4, which is divisible by 4, so we cannot take it. So the next number which has 4 in its ones position but not divisible by 4 is 14. The next one is 24. We cannot take it because it is divisible by 4. So the next term will be 34. Similarly 54, then 74, then 94. Okay, we got already 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 terms. Secondly, we have to think about tens place. Okay, then tens place started with 40. Okay, now 40 is divisible by 4, so we cannot take it. We can take 41, then 42, 43, but we cannot take 44 as it is divisible by 4. Then we can take 45, 46, 47, 49. That's it. So how many numbers? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So there are 12 numbers which has 4 as any digit but not divisible by 4. So option C is the correct answer. So I requested you to read the questions properly and try to do it by yourself. After that I will try to solve it. Okay, in this question we can see that suppose this east side of Q is 2 times that of P. Let us consider, suppose in case of P, the length of the side is L. So its volume will be L cube. Okay. In case of Q, its length will be 2L, because it is 2 times more than Q. Then its volume will be obviously 2L whole cube or 8L cube. So here it is L cube and here it is 8L cube. From here we can say that volume of P and volume of Q will be 1:8 ratio. Okay, the first thing. And it is said that x and y be the volumes. It means we can say that x by y is equal to 1 by 8. The second thing is given that the mass of Q is 2 times that of P. Now the masses are nothing but m and n. So we can say that m, that is the mass of this P, which is half compared to the mass of Q. It means you can say that n is 2 times of m. Okay, that's it. This is the information given. Now we have given that u equal to, from here we can just find out equal to y. Okay. Now u equal to m by x. Let's see this part. U equal to m by x. Now u is equal to m by x means so just in place of, okay, now v is equal to n by y. Now place 2m in place of n, and in place of y just put 8x. Then it will be 1 by 4 of m by x. Now what is m by x? M by x is nothing but 1 by 4 of u. So we can say that v is equal to 1 by 4 of u, or 4v is equal to u. So we can see that from this question, u equal to 4v. This condition is satisfied by only one option, that is A. So A is the correct answer. So it is a question of combination of both linear equation and average. So in this question, the average of teacher and 3 students is 20 years. Okay, let's take T as age of teacher and S as age of student. So age of one teacher and 3 students, average is 20 years. It means average, when average of 4 person is 20 years, then their total age will be 4 into 20 years, or we can say that t years plus 3 years is equal to 80. Let's take the second line. If all the 3 students are of same age, it means we have already taken their age is S, so age of 3 students is 3 years. Okay, and the difference between their age and of teacher and student is 20 years. It means t minus S is given as 20. From here we have to find out the value of t. So let's find out. Just subtract, then we will get 3s plus s equal to 4s. Then this will be 60. Then s will be 60 by 40. Sorry, 4. And the answer will be 15. So age of one student is 15. Now that by putting the value of s equal to 15 in this equation, we will get t minus 15 as 20. So t equal to 20 plus 15, that is 35. So 35 will be the age of the teacher. So C will be the answer. So it is a question from profit and loss. It is said that the person bought a car and then sold it at 3 lakhs. Okay, and it is said that during this process he incurred a loss of 20%. Let us consider original cost price is suppose 100. Then as he incurred a loss of this 20%, we can say that his selling price is 80, because 100 minus 20 is equal to 80. So this 80% is nothing but this 3 lakh. From here we have to find out the cost price or the original price in which he buy that car. It means just use the unitary method. By 80, therefore 100% is equal to by doing this we will get 375,000 as answer. So option D will be the correct answer. So it is a statement and conclusion, statement and question based question. So in this question it is said that there are two terms. Okay, so according to the first statement, their product is 21 and their sum is 10. Suppose let us consider that numbers are x and y. It is given that their product is 21 and their sum is 10. So it is the only thing is given. Okay, and we have to find out that what are the two numbers. To find out this, which of the following statements S1 and S2 should be used? First of all, let me tell you one thing. That suppose there is a set of equation and we have to find out their answer. It means we have to find out the values of their variables. Now in that case, it is possible only when the number of equation is exactly equal to number of the variables. I am repeating again, number of variables which must be equal to the number of equations. Only then we can find out the exactly the number of the exact value of the variables. Here we got two equations and exactly we have to find out two variables. So both the equations must be needed to solve the question. Okay, so we can say that both S1 and S2 together is sufficient to give the answer of the question, but neither S1 or S2 alone is sufficient to give the answer, right? Well, either this or this alone is not sufficient. Both together can be possible to find out the answer of X and Y. So C is the correct answer. First of all, we do not need to solve these equations to set our answer. It is a common thing. What is the basic thing? The basic thing is that to solve a particular set of equation, it is possible only when number of variables must be equal to the number of equation. So it is basically a question from missing number. It is a series given and we have to find out the next value. But a hint is given in this question. The hint is that the sequence is something related to the prime number. So we have to find out what is the next number. Okay, let's see the number. Let me write in numbers. Now let's see what will be the next number. See, it must be something related to prime number. Now, can we write 14 as 13 plus 1 and this 18 as 17 plus 1 in the same way, 19 plus 1 and 23 plus 1, here 29 plus 1 or here 31 plus 1. So the next number will be the prime number, next prime number plus 1. So the next number will be 37 plus 1. This is 38. So the answer will be 38C. So this is another question from number system. So let me tell you, we must be selective during the CSAT paper. And according to me, it is one of the toughest question from the CSAT paper of 2020 UPSC. So if you are really good at mathematics or quantitative ability, I advise you only then try this kind of question. Okay. So now let's solve this question. See, it is saying that first of all A, B, C, D for E, F, 6 numbers and their value is greater than 3. And the second thing is given that the sum of these two numbers is 1590. Okay, and A, B, C, D, E, F, all the digits are different. Now let's start. A, 3, B, C, and D, E, 2, F. When we add these two numbers, we get 1, 5, 9, 0, 2. Now, first thing we know that every value is greater than 3. Okay. Now, C plus F, as C and F both is greater than 3. So, it is only possibility that C and F can never be 2. Only possibility is C plus F is equal to 12. When C plus F is equal to 2, 12, then the possible value of C and F is 7 and 5. This is one combination, or second combination is 8 and 4. Out of this, any of this is possible. Now, see, B plus 2 equal to, here it is 0. See, ultimately this term is 12. So, we carry 1 to the next number, 10, 16. Now, see, B plus 2 is actually 9, but due to this carry, ultimately it becomes 10. So, we can say that B plus 2 is equal to 9. From here, we can find B equal to 7. When B equal to 7, then 7 or F can never be 7. Can never be 7 or F. So, this combination cannot be correct. Only combination possible is for C and F is 8 and 4. Okay. So, this is the combination possible for C and F. Now, we see that out of 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9, B has taken the value of 7 and C and F take the value of 8 and 4. Okay, so only 3 values we have left with 5, 6 and 9. Now let's see. E plus 3 plus E equal to 9. Now we know that this was 10. So ultimately this value will carry 1. Therefore ultimately 3 plus E should be 8. It cannot be 9 because 1 is carried. So ultimately E is equal to 5. So E is equal to 5. So only two values left for A and B, that is 6 and 9. So we already know that A plus B equal to 15. Okay, and 6 plus 9 is also 15. So A and B, A and B's value must be 6 and 9. Okay, we don't know which one is greater, but we know that among A and B, it may be 6 or 9. And the question is, what is the difference between A and B? So the difference is 9 minus 6 is equal to 3. So the option is C. So it is a question from the topic average. So here it is. It looks like a data interpretation, but it is not actually data interpretation. It is a simple average question. So it is the concept of average. Now that here average marks of girls is given as 9, and average marks of girls for the same for the Hindi is given as 8. Boys in the same way. We have to find out the value of x, which is the total average marks in Hindi for both boys and girls. Now let's start. For this question, we have to first assume something. What we should assume? Let us consider B is the number of boys and Z is the number of girls. Okay. Now, number of boys is B, number of girls is Z. If Z is the total number of girls, then and 9 is the average of English, then total marks in English will be 9 into Z. For boys, it will be 8 into B. Okay. Now, 8.8 is the total number, total average, and if we multiply 8.8 with total number of boys and total number of girls, that means the total number of students, then we will get the total marks in English. Now, by solving this equation, let's solve it first. 9Z plus 8.8 B is equal to 8.8 B plus 8.8 Z. This is equal to 0.2. This is equal to 0.2 Z equal to 0.8 B. It means Z equal to 4B. Okay. Now the next part. See, average marks in Hindi and English, sorry, in Hindi for girls is 8 and for boys it is 7. We have to find out the value of x. We are going to use the same thing. Okay. See, x is equal to upper portion total marks. What is the total marks? 8 into z plus 7 into b. At the bottom, total number of students, that is z plus b. Now we know that z equal to 4b. So in place of z we can place 4b plus b. Again here 8 into 4b plus 7b. By solving this we will get the answer as 7.8. So this is the average of people getting marks in Hindi for both boys and the girls. So the correct answer is A, 7.8. Okay, first pause the video and try to solve the question by yourself. Okay. Now in this question, a person X can complete the work 20% of the work in 8 days and 25% of the work in 6 days. We have to calculate in how many days 40% of the work can be completed. So it is a question from time and work. Okay, first, please listen. What is 20%? We can convert the 20% into fraction as 1 by 10. Okay, and what about this 25%? We can convert this 25% into 1 by 4. Conversion from fraction to percentage or percentage to 1% fraction. Now, if 1/5 of the work can be done in 8 days, it means the whole work can be done by the first person X can complete 1/5 of the work in 8 days. So the total number of days required to complete the work for X will be 8 into 4, that is 40 days. Okay. Now 1/4 of the work can be done in 6 days. It means for Y, they can complete the whole work in 4 into 6. It means 24 days. Okay. Now they work together. It means we will use the unitary formula method. 1 by 2. So 8 by 120. It means 1 by 50. It means the whole work can be completed within 15 days. Okay. Now see. The whole work means 100% of the work. It means 100% of the work can be completed within 15 days. Then 1% of the work can be completed in 15 by 100 days. Alright. And 40% of the work can be completed in 15 by 100 into 40. That is 6 days. So within 6 days we can complete, the person X and Y will complete the 40% of the work. Then it means the answer is A, 6 days. So in this question it is saying that there are 2 points X and Y. Okay, firstly we move from X to Y. Okay, with an average speed of V. After that he again came with a speed of 2v. He again traveled from X to Y with 3v km/h. Then again Y to X to 4v. It means speed is increasing. Okay, we have to find out the average speed of the whole journey. The average speed is nothing but the normal total speed. It means average speed, we can say that is equal to total distance by total time. Now see, let us consider this distance is suppose d. Okay, now he travelled this total distance covered is 4d. The first distance is covered with a speed of v. So it means during the first journey from x to y, it required time. Time is what? Time is speed divided by velocity, because we know that speed or velocity is distance by time. It means time equal to what? D by v. So we can say that during the first journey time required is distance, that is d by v. In the same case, d by 2v, just like that. So the total time required will be d by v plus d by 2v plus d by 3v plus d by 4v equal to, by solving this we can get let's solve this. First of all, 4d at the above, so here it is 514. LCM is 12v, so this will be 12d plus 6d plus 4d plus 3, okay, which is equal to 12v at the bottom, which is equal to 12b. This 12b will go above, so then it becomes just like that, 4d into 12b because 12b will go up, and this is 18 plus 4 22, and it is 27 d. Okay, now this is 25d. Now d get cancelled, so this is equal to 48v by 25. Now if we consider this 48v by 25, this value is, you can say that, greater than 1 or greater than v and less than 2v. This value is in between v and 2v. So here we can say that the answer is B. It lies between v and 2v. In this question, we can use a direct formula also. So now let's try to solve this formula by using ready-made formula. There is a formula for average average speed or average velocity. The formula is, in the above, number of times he moves the same distance, and in the bottom the formula will be 1 by v1 plus 1 by v2 plus 1 by v3 and 1 by v4. So number of times he moves the same distance, and at the bottom 1 by v1 plus 1 by v2 plus 1 by v3 plus 1 by v4. Here number of times he moves the same distance is 4. Now 1 by v1 means the first velocity, that is 1 by v, then 1 by 2v, then 1 by 3v and 1 by 4v. Okay, by solving this we will get the same answer. So you can try it by yourself. So this is a question from our basic geometry. So we no need to think at a very high level. So we need to think just very simply. Okay, in this question it is said two things we should know: what is circle and what is square. I think all of us know what is circle and what is square. Now see, the minimum number of points of intersection of a square and a circle is 2. Now suppose this is a square, and the circle may be located like this way also, just by touching in one point. So in this case we can say that point of intersection is only 1. So this cannot be true. So minimum point of intersection of square and a circle is 1 when it just touches. Okay. The second point is what is maximum number of point of intersection for a square and circle. Now let's take this is a square and imagine a circle like this. So in this case we can say that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7 and 8. Total number of point of interaction of circle and square is 8. This is the maximum in number. Okay, we cannot get more than that number. So we can say that this sentence is correct. So which of the following statement is correct? Only B is correct. Only statement 2 is correct. So option B. So let us consider in this question, it is suppose a river and this is suppose the flow of river. So this is the flow of river. Okay, river. So when a boat goes in that direction, then its speed will increase because its speed is added with the flow of the river. Let us consider flow of the river is suppose V. Okay, and there is a boat where the speed is suppose U. Then if it goes downward or towards the direction of the flow, then its speed will be U plus V. Both speed will be added. Then if we go upward or the opposite to the direction of stream, then his speed will be U minus V because he will be obstructed by the flow of river. So let us consider the man moves a distance suppose D. Okay. Now time taken. Time is what? We know that speed is equal to distance by time, and time is equal to d by speed. Okay, so here it is given that a man takes half time in rowing a certain distance downward then the up. Suppose time taken for downward movement is d, td, and time taken for upward movement is t. It is given that this time is half of this. Okay, this time is half of this. It means which term is greater? This time is greater. So we can say 2d is equal to du. So two times of downward current is the time required to flow in the downward is equal to upward. Time required for upward. Now 2 into td. What is td? That is distance by time. Distance by speed. What is the distance? We take the distance as d. And what is the speed? In the downward direction, that is u plus v. In the same way, here it is d u minus. It is v minus. Sorry, I write this formula wrong. V minus v. No, it is u minus v. Yeah, it is right. U minus v. Now we have to solve this. d will get cancelled, just cross multiply, it will be minus 2v u plus v. Now u is equal to 3. So we can say that the speed in still water, that is we have taken as u, and the speed of the current that we have taken as v. Then their ratio will be u by v will be 3 by 1. That is option D, 3:1. So in this question, it is said that there are 5 fractions: 1, 2 by 3, 3 by 4, 4 by 5, and 5 by 6. And in each of the fraction, 5 is added to both numerator and denominator. Okay. Now the thing is that we have to first know what is the greatest and the smallest number among all these numbers. This 5 by 6 is the greatest number and 2 by 3 is the smallest number. First we have to know. Okay. When we add value 5 both numerator and the denominator, then the number which is the greatest will have the least changing value. Okay, let me repeat. In particular, there are some fractions that we add same number in numerator and the denominator, and the less number which changes less will be the greatest number. Here the greatest number is 5 by 6. So as we adding 5 to both numerator and denominator, and the greatest will be taken place in 5 by 6 as it is the greatest number, and you can check it by adding 5 and by comparing their denominator you can find the exact how much change taken place. But I don't think that it is required. It is a simple conceptual based question from number system. So in this question it is given that 1 liter of water weighs 1 kg. Now it's about how many cubic millimeter. So water will weigh 0.1 of gram. It is actually nothing but a question from simple our this kind of question we get during our school days, even very early period. Okay, just conversion of units. Okay. For this we have to know first one thing. 1 liter is equal to 1000 centimeter. First we have to know that. Okay. Now 1 liter. What is the weight of 1 liter? 1 kg. So we can say that 1 kg is equal to 1000 centimeter. Okay. Now what is 1000 kg? 1000 kg means 1000 gram. That is 1000 centimeter. Okay. It means 1 gram is equal to 1 centimeter. Okay. Till now it is easy. Now we have to know what is 1 centimeter is equal to 1 millimeter. It means 1 centimeter is equal to 10 centimeter. So 1 centimeter cube will be 10 millimeter cube or 1000 millimeter cube. So here it is 1000 millimeter cube. That is 1 gram. Now what is asking the question? 0.1 gram. So 0.1 gram will be 0.01 into 1000 millimeter or 100 millimeter cube. That is asking the question. So what is the answer? C. C is the answer. Next. So in this question, suppose this is a vessel where water is full of it. Full in. Okay. Let us consider the weight of the vessel is suppose V and weight of water is suppose W. Let us assume this is the weight of vessel, empty vessel. Okay. Not the vessel is full of water. Okay. And this is the water of the total water present in the vessel. Let me repeat. V is what? Empty weight of empty vessel, and W is the weight of the water which is full in the total tank. Now see, it is saying that when a vessel is full of water, that means the weight of vessel is V, empty vessel, and the amount of water weight will be, the total weight will be 40. Now, if it is 1/3 filled, right? The total weight of the water is W by 3, then it's 1/3 is filled, then its weight will be W by 3. Okay. Plus the empty vessel is V, then the weight is 20 kg. Okay. Now we have to find out the weight of the empty vessel. It means what to find? The value of V should be found. Now just subtract from one equation from another. V will get cancelled. This will be by 3 is equal to 20, and so W will be 30. When W is 30, just use the value of W in any of the equation. Let's put W in this equation. V plus 30 is equal to 40. Therefore, V will be 40 minus 30. That is 10. So, what is the weight of the empty vessel? That is 10 kg. So, what is the answer? A is the answer. This is a very common question from aptitude point of view. Suppose this is a deep well where there is a suppose frog which tries to jump. Okay, in one jump he moves 30 centimeter, but it again slips down to again 50. It means we can say that in one jump he can move only 30 minus 15 equal to 15 centimeter. Here it moves 30 centimeter up, again moves down. So the total distance he covered in one jump will be 15 centimeter. Okay. Now let's see from the top. The total is 450. Just assume that before this he got this 420 mark. Once upon a time he obviously get 420 mark, and in this 420 mark he directly go to the 450 mark, and after getting at the top he is not going to fall back. First thing we have to do. Okay. So till now we know that in one jump that frog will move upward in about 15 centimeter. Now, if 15 centimeter in one jump, then how many jumps required to move this 420? Okay. Now 420 centimeter divided by 15 centimeter, that is 28. It means 20 jump is required to move from bottom to 420 centimeter mark. After 420 centimeter mark, he will jump directly at the 450 mark that is present at the top. It means the answer is 28 jump after that plus 1 jump, and then the total jump will be 29. So this is a very simple question from permutation and combination. So how many words can be formed by using the letters of Delhi, where the first word Delhi is present at the first and the I will be present at the end. Now D-E-L-H-I, D will be present at the first and I will be present at the last letter. Now as D and I is fixed, we have to move these 3 letters. What will be the 3 letters left? E-L-H. So these 3 letters can be arranged in between themselves by factorial 3 ways. As D and I is fixed, then these 3 letters can be arranged in between them but in the way of factorial 3. And the factorial 3 is 3 into 2 into 1 and 6. So total number of words that can be formed by this word Delhi by keeping D and the I fixed at first and the last letter respectively, then the number of words we can get is 6. So the answer is D, 6. So in this question there is a bottle. Okay, let us consider this is the bottle. But 2 kind of liquid is present, A and B. Okay. Initially the total bottle is filled with liquid A and B is empty. Okay. Now after that 4 liters of this liquid is removed and in place of that B is added. It means it becomes 16 as 4 liters of liquid A is removed and in place of that 4 liters of B is added. And this operation is done once again. It means, see, 4 liters is removed. 4 liters. Total volume is what? Total volume is 20 liters. So out of which 4 liters is removed. It means 4 liters is nothing but 1/5 of the total liquid. If 1/5 is removed, then the amount left will be 4/5 of the total volume. I am repeating again. When 4 liters is 1/5 of the total 20 liter liquid, and 1/5 is removed, then what will be left? 4/5. Okay, we can say that from this 16th, 4/5 is left. Okay, so what do you mean 4/5 is left? It means 16 into 4/5 is left after removing 4 liters of the total combination of A and B. And in case of 4, it is again, earlier it is 4, now it will be 4/5. But after this operation, 4 liters of what? Liquid B is added. It means liquid B is added. So after this operation, their ratio will be base for A and this 40. We have to find out this ratio. Then let's try. This will be equal to 64 by 5, and this will be 16 by 5 plus 4. That is 20, 34. Okay. I think it is 36. Okay. Now the ratio of A and B final will be 64 by 5, 36 by 5, 5 get cancelled. This is 4 times 9, 4 times 16. So their ratio will be 16 by 9 or 16 is 2. So answer is C. So in this process, what we have done, that we just convert this 4 liter to its fraction, that is 4 liter is 1/5 of the 20 liter. Then we assume that we consider that if 1/5 of the volume is removed, then what will be left? 4. Then what we used in this question. So it is a question from average. Now what is average in case of suppose a cricket match? So if we say what is the average of a particular batsman, it means total run divided by total innings. Alright, we can say that suppose average is equal to total run divided by innings. Okay, but we can also say that this run, how to calculate this run, that we can calculate it by average into number of innings. Now see, the average of 50 after 50 innings is 46.6, 46.4. It means total run in 50 innings will be 46.4 into 50. Okay. After that, he played next 10 matches. Where let us consider the average is X. He played 10 matches, so the 10 matches, this is the average of 10 matches, so total run in the 10 matches will be X into 10. Then its average in 60 matches is increased by 2.6. Earlier it is 46.4. Now it is increased by 2.6. So after this, his average is 49. So we can say that 49 into 6. Now from this we have to just calculate the value of X, and we can find the value of X as 62. So I am just jumping the question because a lot of questions need to be discussed in this video. So you can I think you can solve it by yourself. X is 62. So option C is correct. In this question it is given that price of a per kg of rice increased by 25%, and then he was able to, obviously as the prices increases, he was able to buy less amount of rice, and he was able to buy 6 kg less than the previous amount, and which price of 12. Now let's see. Let us consider price of 1 kg of rice is suppose X rupees. Okay, 1 kg of rice price is X rupees. Now, after increasing 25%, this X rupees become 1.25 of X. Okay, this is just normal percentage increase question. Okay, see, which earlier total amount of rupees is same, 1200. He is not going to increase his expense more. In 1200 rupees, with 1200 rupees, if X is the price of 1 kg of rice, then the amount of rice that he can buy is 1200 by X. 1200 is the total amount he has, and X is the price of 1 kg of rice, minus 1200. And as the new price is 1.25 of X, then the amount of this amount means what? kg that you can buy is 1200 by 125. That is, the gap is given as 6 kg. That is 6. Okay. Now I think we can solve this question. By solving this, we can get value of x as 40. Okay, I think you can solve it by yourself. It is a normal linear equation solving technique. X is equal to 40. So the answer is B, rupees 40. So in this question, we have to find out the greatest length, that is x, such that 3 1 by 2 and 8 3 by 4 meter are integral multiples of x. Actually, when there is a term greatest is used, we should always try to find ACF. In this question, we have to find ACF of these terms. I always tell you, when the term greatest is used, we should always find ACF. Now, 8 3 by 4. Firstly, you have to convert it into proper fraction. That will be 2. What? 7 by 2. 8 3 by 4. Now we have to convert it into proper fraction. That will be 4 into 8, 32 plus 3. That is 35 by 4. Now we have to find out the value of ACF. Now how to find the value of ACF of fraction? Above the ACF of numerator, and at the bottom LCM of denominator. So what is the ACF of the numerator? ACF of 735. This will be 7 at the top. What will be the LCM of denominator? 2 and 4. That is 4. Now just convert it into another form of the fraction. Then the answer will be 1 3 by 4. So from these options, D is the correct answer. This is 1 3 by 4. See, the same thing. So this is a question from data interpretation. It looks like very complicated data, but it is very easy. Just we have to know the trick. See, what is asking the question? For which period was the natural growth rate is maximum? Now, natural growth rate. Natural growth rate means it is the difference or the gap between the birth rate and the death rate. See, birth rate is given, death rate is given. We just have to calculate the gap of birth rate and death rate in each cases, then compare it, and from that we have to find out the maximum growth rate. I am repeating again, we just have to find out the gap between birth rate and death rate, from which we will get the natural growth rate, and by comparing those values we will get the maximum growth rate. Okay, so I think you should try to do it by yourself, and here the answer is 1971 to 1981. Just subtract from each other in this case and compare. So this is a decimal number which we have to convert it into fraction, as you can see here. So to convert this, firstly we have to write 1.2727 like this way. Okay, now we have to convert it. There is a trick actually. The trick is, firstly, in the denominator, we have to write the number of nines, which is exactly equal to the digits above which this bar is available. I am repeating again, we should use nines, and the number of nines must be equal to the number of digits above which this bar is available. Here there are 2 digits which are repeating, and above these 2 numbers, 2 digits, this bar is available. Therefore we put 29, that is 99. Okay, above it we have to count the whole number, that is 127, and it is subtract. We have to subtract 127, that is the total 127, from 127 minus the part on which this bar is not available, that is 1. I am repeating again the same thing. See, 99 is why? Because for each digit where the bar is available, 19. So it is 99. Above it, the total is 127. That is 127 minus 1 because 1 above 1 is bar is not available. So this is a shortcut basically. So the answer will be 99 126. Now obviously it is not available here. So what is the mistake? So there is no mistake. The thing is that we have to convert it into another. By cancelling, we have to convert it into another fraction. It means by dividing denominator by numerator by 9, we will get 11, and here we will get 4. That is 14 by 11. So here we got the answer B, 14 by 11. So in this question, we have to find out the least 4-digit number, which is divided by 3, 4, 5, and 6. And the remainder available is 2. Now see, firstly we have to find out the least number which is divisible by 3, 4, 5 and 6. The least number which is divisible by 3, 4, 5, 6, it is nothing but the LCM. So it means we have to find out the LCM of 3, 4, 5 and 6. Okay, let's find that. 1, 4, 5, 2. And again 2, 1. So the LCM will be 3 into 2 into 2 into 5. That is 60. Okay. Now we have to find out the value. Okay. Which is just less than 1000 and which is divisible by this 60. So 1000. Let's divide it with 60. And 1 time 60. 40. So let's understand the concept. When we divide 60 with 1000, then we get what? 40 as remainder. Okay. It means if 1000 from 1000 we subtract 40, then we will get 960, and this 960 is divisible by 60. So the number just less than 1000 which is divisible by 60 is nothing but 960. Now what is the next number after 960 which is divisible by 60? What is this? That is, just add 60 with this 960. Then the answer will be 202. So we can say that it is the number which is just greater than 1000 and which is divisible by 60. Okay, what we do? Let's start from the starting. Firstly, we find out the LCM. Secondly, we divide 1000 with 60, then we will get the remainder 40. From that, we get to know that 1000 minus 40, that is 960. 960 is divisible by 60, which is very near to 1000. Now, when you add 60 with this 960, then we will get 1020, which is near to 1000 and just greater than 1000, and it is divisible by 1020. Now, see, when you divide this, if we see the question, the remainder should be 2. It means when 60 divide this number, the remainder must be left is 2. It means we have to add 2. Then the answer will be 102. So it is the number which is when we try to divide it with 60, we will get a remainder 2. 60 is what? The LCM. So it means we can say that if we divide this number 1022, which is just greater than 1000, we will get 3, 4, 5 and 6. We will get remainder 2. Okay. So the correct answer is 1022, option B. So it is a little bit tricky question on percentage. Okay. A adult population where male is 40% and women is 30%. And few conditions is given. Okay. What are the conditions? First of all, no man marries more than one woman. It means only one man marries only one woman, or one woman marries one woman. So the only monogamy is there. The second condition is no woman marries more than one man. Okay. No woman marries more than one. The same thing, monogamy. And the third condition is there are no widows and widowers. It means everyone is alive, no one's husband is dead, or no one's wife is dead. Okay, so these are the concepts. Okay, let's see the analyzed equation. Now, when 40% of men is married and 30% of women is married, and one man married one woman, it means 40% of men is exactly equal to 30%. Because 40% of men, one man married with one woman, it means 40% of men must be equal to 30% of women. Men equal to women. Alright? So we can say that 40% of men is equal to 30% of women because they are married. Okay. It means if M is the total number of men and women is the total number of women, then out of which 40% of men is married to 30% of women. So we can say that 40% of men married to 30% of total women. Okay, 100 get cancelled, 0 get cancelled. So we can say that men and women's ratio is 3:4. Okay, so we can say that men and women's ratio is 3:4. So let us take M as suppose 300 and women as suppose 400. Man is 300, woman is 400. Because ultimately it is a question from percentage. So just for our own to make the question easy, we just use 300 and 400. Okay. Now, if 300 men and women is 400, then what is the total number of people? There is 700. This is 300 plus 400. Okay. Out of this 300, 40% of the men is married. So 300. What is the 10% of 300? Right, 30. Then 30 into 4, that is 40%. I am repeating again. 10% of 300 is equal to 30. It means 40% equal to 4 into 30, that is 120. 120 men are married. Out, this is 400. 10% of 400, that is 40. Now 40. So 30% of this 400, it means 3 into 40, that is again 120. So 120 men are married and 120 women are married. So total people married is 240 out of this 700. Now we have to convert this fraction to percentage, as we have to find what is the percentage of married couple, adult couple population is there. So just multiply with 100. Then we will get 34 2/7. This is the answer. So we get the answer as C, 34 2/7. So in this question, what is the remainder when this whole term is divided by 100? When a number is divided by 100, then we have to find out the remainder. It means we have to find out the last two digits. Okay. We just have to find out the last two digits, and that is the first thing you have to know. Now, let's find out. See, from here we can get a 5 because 35 can be expressed as 7 into 5, and from here we can get 1 2 just 2 into 31. So ultimately here it is 5 and it is 2. So 5 into 2 is 10. So we can get 10 as a multiple. Alright? 10 is a multiple means it must be ended with 0. The number which is the whole result of this whole multiplication, it must be ended with 0. It means out of this in the fourth option, the only option we wait, which is ending with 0, is 50, because in other option it is ending with 5, it is 5, it is 1. So what we do, let me repeat, we just try to find out the last two digits. Okay, for finding the last two digits, firstly we have to find out the ones digit. How to find out one digit? Here, from here we will get 1 5, from here we will get 1 2. 5 into 2 10. So the multiplication term, what? Ending will be with 1 0, as it is multiple of 10. So from this option, which one is ending with 0? That is 50. So A is the option. Just we have to done only only up to this. We no need to find out the tens digit. Once digit is sufficient to give the answer of this question. So this is a question from ratio and proportion. As you can see, we have to divide this amount 2500 amount at a ratio of 1/2, 3/4 and 5/6. And it is given at the end we have to find the difference between or the gap between maximum share and the minimum share. Okay. Our first job is to take this ratio 1/2, 3/4 and 5/6 and convert it into normal ratio. Okay. Let's start. What is the LCM of 2, 4 and 6? The LCM of 2, 4 and 6 is 12. First multiply this of the ratio with 12. It becomes 12/2. It is 3/12 and it is 5/12. Okay. Then 6, 3, 2. So this will be 6:9:2. So ultimately we convert this ratio to this ratio. Okay, here the minimum share is 6 and the maximum share is 10. Now, what is the total number of share? 6 plus 9 plus 10, that is 25. Okay, out of 25, the maximum share is 10 and the minimum share is 6. And so, we can say that the gap is of 4/25. Okay, we need to find out this gap out of this 2500. So we can say that this 4/25 of 2500 is the of means multiplication 4/25 into 2500. This is 100. So the gap is 4. This is the minimum share, this is the maximum share, and the gap is nothing but 400. So the answer is C, rupees 400. So in this question, 10 to the power n plus 1 is given. Okay, and it is asked that for what value of n, the sum of digits in this number is 2. Okay, now what is the term given 10 to the power n plus 1? Let's put n equal to 0. Okay, for n equal to 0, it means it becomes what? 10 to the power 0, that is 1. So 1 plus 1, we get 2 as the answer. Okay, let me show you that. 10 to the power 0 plus 1, that means 1 plus 1 is equal to 2. Now let's put n equal to 1. Okay, for this is 3 to the power 1 plus 1, ultimately is 11. For n equal to 2, 10 squared plus 1, that is 101, just like that. Now we can see that for n equal to 0, it is correct. Yes, this statement is correct. But we have to check other statements also. For any whole number n, for n equal to 1, can we say that the sum of the digits, it means 1 plus 1 is 2. So for 1 also it is correct. For n equal to 2, it is 101. It means 1 plus 1, it is also 2. So for any whole number of n, the sum is 2, it is correct. But is it correct for this? For any positive integer n only. Now, if you say any positive integer, it means we are excluding 0. But we know that by n equal to 0, we are getting what? 2. So it is valid. So we can say that this is not possible. For any real number, so it cannot be, because for any real number, n will be when you take any value with any decimal number, it becomes any decimal number or something like that. So it is not possible. So only option is A and B. But if we see properly, 0 is included within the whole number, right? So we can neglect this statement as 0 is included in the whole number, and the correct statement then become B. So what exactly we are doing? We are trying to find the value of 10 to the power n plus 1 by putting n equal to 0, 1 and 2. In this case, we see that the value of the digit, the sum of the value of the digit is 2. So we are saying that it is possible for any whole number value of n. So this question looks like slightly complicated to decide from which portion of mathematics this question comes from. But in reality, this question is nothing but a plain question from permutation and combination. Okay, let's see. There are some notes. Okay, there is a 50 rupees note, 100 rupees, 200 rupees, 500 rupees, and 2000 rupees. What is asking the question? Okay, how many different types of different sums can be formed by this rupees? By taking at least 3 denomination at least we can take 3 out of 5 or 4 out of 5 or 5 out of 5. We have 3 possibilities. We can take 5 notes, total is 5 notes. Out of 5 notes, we can take 3 notes by combination of 5C3. Or out of 5 notes, we can take 4 notes as a combination, or 5C5. Okay, these are the 3 possible combinations. Okay, just now we have to find out the value. Factorial 5, factorial 3 into factorial 2 plus factorial 1. So 5 into 4 by 2 plus 5 factorial 0 is 1. This is cancelled out. I'll give you 1 by 1. 10 plus 5 plus 1 is 16. So here, from here we can get the answer A. Is that right answer? So I requested you to pause the video and read the question properly. Okay. After that, resume it again and try to solve it by yourself. So firstly, we need to know what is a discount. Discount is nothing but the reduction of a particular percentage. And in case of tax, we can say that it is nothing but increase of some percentage of a particular quantity. Okay. I am repeating again, discount means decrease of percentage, tax means increase of percentage. Now, firstly, you have to know the basic thing of percentage. What is the basic thing? The basic thing is it doesn't matter in what order we are increasing or decreasing a particular percentage. Ultimately, we get the same answer. I am repeating again. It does not matter in what order we are increasing a particular value. Okay, it results the same. If we see that in the first case, we are successive discount. We are having successive discount of 20%, 10% and 20%, and service tax is 20%. Okay, use 10, 20 and 10 order. Next, discount 20%, 10%, again 10% service tax. Just order is same, but the value is same. Again, 10% firstly use the service tax, after that reduce 20% and 10%. So you can see that the values are same, only the order is changing. And I am repeating again, order does not matter. Okay, the ultimate result will be same. So we can say that in all the cases, the final value of the commodity will be same. So we can say that all the options are equally good for the customer. All the conditions are good because ultimately the customer has to pay the same value for any of these 3 conditions. So ultimate answer is D, option D. So it is a question from power answer. So we have to find out, we have to simplify each of these terms and try to find out the largest number. So let's do one by one. 1 by 2 to the power minus 6. First of all, it is equal to, we can say that 1 by 2, it means 2 to the power minus 1, to the power minus 6. So minus 1 into minus 6 equal to 2 to the power 6. It is equal to what? 16. Let's do the next term. This is 1 by 4 minus 3. By the same manner, minus 1 minus 3, that is 4 to the power 3, that is 64. What about the next term? This is 6 squared is equal to 36. And then what about the third, sorry, this is the B term, okay. What about the third term? 1 by 3 minus 4 or 3 to the power 4. It is 51. Out of this, all the terms, you can say that 81 is the largest. 81 comes from this option C. So C is the largest number.